The world gasped in disbelief when authorities officially confirmed the arrest of the suspect believed to be behind the tragic death of beloved actor and singer Yu Menglong. For months, fans have been gripped by speculation, theories, and heartbreak, but this arrest has finally brought the long-sought moment of accountability, though it also opens a darker, more shocking chapter in a story already filled with twists. According to law enforcement sources, the suspect now faces a minimum of 10 years in prison, a sentence that could grow longer depending on the outcome of ongoing investigations. While the legal process is just beginning, the revelations surrounding this arrest read like a suspense thriller, filled with intricate details, hidden motives, and a chilling reminder of the unseen dangers that sometimes lurk behind familiar faces. Eyewitnesses describe a tense, cinematic scene during the arrest. In the early hours before dawn, a team of black-clad officers converged on a quiet residential building, moving with precision reminiscent of a high-stakes operation. The suspect, reportedly calm yet defiant, was led out of the premises in handcuffs, while neighbors watched silently, their disbelief mirrored in the cold morning air. The arrest, executed without incident, was the climax of weeks of meticulous surveillance and painstaking investigation. Forensic teams had worked around the clock, analyzing evidence that ranged from digital footprints to physical traces at multiple locations connected to the case. Investigators painstakingly pieced together clues that many had overlooked, turning seemingly mundane details into a puzzle that slowly revealed the suspect's hidden actions. Surveillance videos, private messages, and even cryptic posts on social media painted a chilling portrait of a calculated mind, one that had carefully concealed its intent while the world remained oblivious. The case's complexity goes far beyond the arrest itself. Legal experts suggest that the 10-year minimum sentence could escalate depending on evidence that authorities are still processing. Prosecutors have hinted at the possibility of additional charges, leaving open the unsettling question: could the suspect be linked to more than just this one tragic incident? Fans of Yu Menglong, whose grief has been both profound and public, responded immediately to the news. Social media exploded with hashtags demanding justice, tributes to Yu Menglong's life, and theories about the motive behind the crime. Online communities dissected every angle, sharing screenshots, timeline reconstructions, and eyewitness accounts. For many, the arrest is a bittersweet moment, relief that justice is moving forward, yet a reminder of the irreplaceable loss that prompted this investigation in the first place. Sources close to the investigation reveal that the suspect's actions were deliberate, calculated, and motivated by a tangled web of personal and professional factors. Private diaries, deleted messages, and mysterious recordings recovered during the investigation suggest an underlying plan that unfolded over weeks, if not months. These revelations paint a haunting picture of how ordinary appearances can mask extraordinary darkness. One particularly shocking detail comes from forensic analysis. Investigators discovered that the suspect had gone to great lengths to obscure digital and physical traces, using encrypted devices, burner phones, and untraceable communication channels. This level of planning is what made the investigation so painstaking and why authorities approached the arrest with such care. Every step of the operation had to be precise. One mistake could have allowed the suspect to vanish again, leaving investigators with nothing but theories. While authorities remain tight-lipped about the full details, insiders suggest that the motive may involve a complex mix of personal jealousy, financial disputes, and professional rivalry. Friends and colleagues of both Yu Menglong and the suspect have been called in for questioning, offering accounts that range from mundane interactions to explosive confrontations. Each testimony adds a layer of intrigue, slowly revealing the human drama behind what, on the surface, seemed like an inexplicable tragedy. Eyewitness accounts of the arrest itself add a cinematic flair to the unfolding saga. Residents reported seeing law enforcement vehicles quietly surround the suspect's building as dawn approached. Officers moved with precision, and the suspect, seemingly aware of what was coming, appeared composed, offering only brief words before being escorted into custody. It was a scene that could have been lifted straight from a thriller movie, underscoring the tension that had gripped the investigation for weeks. The arrest is not just a legal milestone, it is a turning point in a story that has captivated millions. For fans, it represents validation, proof that their demands for justice were not in vain. For investigators, it opens the door to a deeper understanding of the events leading up to Yu Menglong's death, including potential accomplices, hidden motives, and previously unknown connections. Every piece of evidence now has the potential to rewrite the narrative that the public has followed so closely. Court documents indicate that the suspect could face significant penalties beyond the 10-year minimum, depending on the discovery of new evidence. Prosecutors are reportedly preparing a detailed case, which may include testimony from multiple witnesses, forensic analyses, and digital evidence that exposes the planning behind the crime. Legal experts warn that this case could take months, even years, to fully resolve, making it one of the most closely watched trials in recent entertainment history. The public reaction has been immediate and intense. Across social media, fans have shared a mix of grief, outrage, and hope. Tributes to Yu Menglong flood timelines, with hashtags trending for hours on end. Many express relief that justice appears to be moving forward, while others voice frustration that such a tragedy could have occurred in the first place. The arrest has intensified scrutiny on every detail of the case, from the suspect's behavior to the investigation itself. Investigators have also hinted at a broader network of influences that may have contributed to the suspect's actions. While details remain confidential, sources indicate that there may be connections to professional rivalries and interpersonal conflicts within Yu Menglong's circle. The revelation of these potential ties adds another layer of intrigue to an already complex story, suggesting that the arrest may only be the beginning of a much larger investigation. Fans, too, are piecing together timelines, scrutinizing every public appearance, social media post, and report surrounding the case. Online communities have become virtual investigation hubs, combining crowdsourced information with official updates to create comprehensive timelines and theories. The arrest has not only brought hope but also reinvigorated a collective effort to understand every facet of Yu Menglong's final days. Legal analysts suggest that the suspect's calm demeanor during arrest could be indicative of prior planning, a trait often observed in cases where individuals take deliberate steps to evade law enforcement. This adds a chilling dimension to the story. While the arrest marks a moment of accountability, it also underscores the calculated nature of the actions that led to tragedy. Authorities have emphasized that the investigation is far from over. With the suspect in custody, law enforcement now has the opportunity to uncover hidden motives, potential accomplices, and additional evidence that could reshape public understanding of the case. Every piece of digital data, every testimonial account, and every forensic finding could reveal details previously unknown to the public, ensuring that the story continues to evolve. The arrest also serves as a reminder of the resilience and influence of fans worldwide. Yu Menglong's supporters have been tireless in their pursuit of justice, maintaining pressure on authorities and sharing their grief openly. Their unwavering attention has kept the case in the spotlight, and the arrest is seen as a direct result of this collective effort. Experts warn that the upcoming legal proceedings could reveal more shocking revelations. Testimonies, cross-examinations, and forensic presentations may expose layers of complexity that the public has yet to imagine. Each revelation promises to bring new insights into the human drama behind the headlines, illuminating the motives, planning, and emotional tensions that culminated in tragedy. While the suspect now faces legal consequences, the emotional and cultural impact of Yu Menglong's death continues to resonate. Tributes, fan theories, and memorial events keep his memory alive, even as the world braces for the next wave of revelations. The arrest is not an endpoint but a critical juncture, marking the beginning of a judicial process that promises to bring clarity, closure, and, for many, a measure of justice. In the coming weeks, authorities are expected to release more information as investigations progress. Court hearings, witness statements, and evidence submissions will likely dominate media coverage, drawing global attention. Fans and the public alike remain captivated, eager to see how the truth unfolds and what final revelations may emerge from a story already filled with so many twists. The arrest of the suspect behind Yu Menglong's death is a dramatic milestone in a narrative marked by grief, intrigue, and the relentless pursuit of truth. It is a story that reminds us of the fragility of life, the complexity of human motives, and the power of collective vigilance. As the legal process moves forward, the world watches with bated breath, knowing that each new detail may change everything we thought we knew about this tragic chapter in entertainment history. Ultimately, this arrest is both a moment of justice and a symbol of unresolved questions. Who else may have been involved? What deeper motives lie hidden? How will the legal proceedings unfold, and what will be revealed in the coming months? While the answers remain partially obscured, one thing is certain: Yu Menglong's legacy endures, and the relentless pursuit of truth continues to captivate, shock, and inspire a global audience. As investigators dig deeper, as court proceedings loom, and as fans keep his memory alive, one fact stands unchallenged: the arrest marks a turning point, the moment when justice, no matter how delayed, began to reclaim the story of a life cut tragically short. And as the saga continues to unfold, the world remains riveted, waiting for the next mind-blowing revelation in a case that has already rewritten the boundaries of entertainment, tragedy, and justice. The early morning air was thick with tension, a silence broken only by the distant hum of city traffic. The arrest of the suspect behind Yu Menglong's death was not just a legal maneuver, it was the culmination of weeks of meticulous planning, tireless surveillance, and an investigation that had gripped millions worldwide. As dawn broke, the scene outside the suspect's apartment looked almost surreal, like a sequence straight out of a high-stakes thriller. Black-clad officers moved in coordinated precision, their movements almost choreographed, each step calculated to ensure the operation went smoothly. Neighbors peered cautiously from behind curtains, whispers spreading quickly through the quiet street. The suspect, reportedly aware that the walls of justice were closing in, had remained calm inside, a chilling composure that only deepened the sense of intrigue. Investigators later revealed that the suspect had been under continuous surveillance for weeks. Every movement, every interaction, every digital footprint was meticulously documented. Cameras, drones, and undercover officers converged into a complex network of observation, a silent chess game where one wrong move could allow the suspect to slip away. Authorities described the arrest as the final, inevitable checkmate in a long and intricate pursuit. As the officers approached, the suspect stepped into the hallway, handcuffs glinting under the dim light. Witnesses described the moment as eerily calm, almost cinematic, as if the tension had been drawn taut and then released in a single, decisive motion. There was no struggle, no shouting, just the quiet click of handcuffs, the soft shuffle of feet, and the gravity of the moment sinking in for everyone present. The surrounding streets, usually buzzing with the morning rush, were eerily silent. Investigators had coordinated a temporary lockdown, ensuring the suspect could not escape and that bystanders remained safe. This level of precision underscored the seriousness of the operation and hinted at the lengths the suspect had gone to conceal their actions prior to arrest. Inside the apartment, forensic teams moved quickly, securing digital devices, documents, and other materials that could be pivotal in piecing together the motive and planning behind Yu Menglong's death. Investigators hinted that the suspect had meticulously deleted messages and attempted to erase digital traces, but experts were able to recover encrypted conversations and hidden files that provided key insights. These recovered fragments painted a disturbing picture of a premeditated act, one that was chilling in its precision. Outside, the emotional impact of the arrest rippled through the neighborhood. Fans who had gathered near the scene reported mixed feelings: relief, disbelief, and a lingering sorrow for the actor whose life had been so abruptly ended. Social media lit up almost immediately, with eyewitness videos, photos, and live commentary creating a real-time chronicle of the arrest. Every movement of the officers, every glance of the suspect, was captured, dissected, and shared across platforms. Authorities later disclosed that the suspect had remained composed not just during the arrest, but throughout the surveillance period. Behavioral analysts suggested that this calm demeanor was part of a carefully constructed facade, designed to deflect suspicion and buy time. Yet, despite this outward control, investigators noted subtle inconsistencies in behavior that ultimately helped confirm the suspect's involvement. The digital trail, painstakingly reconstructed by forensic teams, revealed moments of deception, hidden communication, and movements designed to mislead anyone tracking the suspect. Investigators discovered encrypted messages, deleted social media posts, and even private notes that provided a glimpse into the suspect's mindset, a calculated, deliberate planning process that left chilling fingerprints across every stage of the crime. The arrest also brought to light the human drama that surrounded the suspect. Friends, neighbors, and colleagues who had interacted with the individual before the arrest were shocked to learn the full scope of the investigation. Many had assumed the suspect was an ordinary member of the community, unaware of the darkness lurking behind everyday appearances. This stark contrast between public perception and reality added a deeply unsettling layer to the narrative, showing just how easily appearances can deceive. For fans, the arrest offered both closure and new questions. Who else might have been involved? What exactly was the motive? Were there warning signs that had been missed? Online communities erupted with theories, analyzing every detail of the arrest, every forensic revelation, and every snippet of recovered digital evidence. The arrest became more than a legal milestone, it became a collective detective story, with fans piecing together a narrative from fragments of official statements, leaked documents, and eyewitness accounts. Inside the suspect's apartment, forensic investigators described an eerie sense of preparation. Personal items, notes, and devices hinted at someone who had meticulously planned for a variety of contingencies, including the possibility of being caught. Investigators noted that this level of foresight indicated a deep awareness of consequences, a chilling reminder of how carefully premeditated actions can escape casual observation. The procedural details of the arrest revealed the operational expertise of law enforcement. Multiple teams had coordinated to ensure every angle was covered, from surveillance to the extraction of evidence, to the safe apprehension of the suspect. Every decision was calculated to minimize risk and maximize the chance of a successful arrest, underscoring the complexity of investigations in high-profile cases such as this. For the global audience, the arrest offered a moment of intense engagement. News outlets, social media platforms, and fan pages were inundated with live updates, commentary, and analysis. Every camera angle, every official statement, every subtle reaction of the suspect became fodder for discussion and speculation, demonstrating the massive emotional and cultural impact of Yu Menglong's death and the ongoing investigation. Legal experts later emphasized that the arrest marked the beginning, not the end, of a lengthy process. With the suspect in custody, prosecutors now have the opportunity to present evidence, call witnesses, and build a comprehensive case. Court proceedings are expected to reveal further details about motive, planning, and potentially hidden accomplices. For many, the arrest is a dramatic prelude to an even more gripping legal and investigative saga. Even in the immediate aftermath, the arrest was felt as a seismic moment in the ongoing narrative surrounding Yu Menglong. For fans, it represented the first tangible sign of justice. For investigators, it was a moment of triumph after painstaking work and high-stakes surveillance. And for the broader public, it was a chilling reminder of the unexpected darkness that can exist behind ordinary facades, and the extraordinary effort required to confront it. As authorities continued to analyze the suspect's devices, review footage, and interview key witnesses, the world watched in anticipation. Every detail could provide new insight, every revelation could reshape the narrative, and every testimony could bring the case closer to the truth. The arrest, while pivotal, was only the first chapter in a story that promises to deliver more shocking developments, emotional testimony, and mind-blowing revelations in the months to come. The arrest scene, with its tension, precision, and cinematic drama, will remain etched in memory. It is a moment that encapsulates the painstaking pursuit of justice, the dedication of investigators, and the emotional weight carried by millions of fans worldwide. Yet it is also a stark reminder that while one step has been taken, the journey to full understanding and accountability is far from over. For those following every twist and turn, the arrest is more than news. It is the moment when the shadow of uncertainty finally began to lift, revealing the outlines of truth, motive, and consequence. And while questions remain, one thing is certain: the meticulous work of investigators, the dedication of law enforcement, and the unwavering vigilance of fans have together made this dramatic, shocking, and unforgettable chapter possible.